And we're back up against Murray Fish, playing some Lurmill. Millis. Okay. I think this is a pretty okay hand. I think we'll probably end up playing Shelldock Isle first. So a little slow. But I think it works best with our crab. We also technically have two plays that we could do on our opponent's turn here, depending on if they fetch. Spire Bluff Canal. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, another crab, you say? Let's play a Shelldock Isle. Always yield to it. So our opponents played Spire Bluff Canal. I don't know. Probably Orb, because Fatal Push is maybe not good in this matchup. I mean, we'll find out, I suppose. But that's what I'm feeling right now. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's see what our opponent does here. Reflecting Pool. Okay. Oh, is this untappy? Is that what's happening? Let's play our Hedron Crab. Come on, don't counter me, bro. That person. Save targets. Always yield. Ooh. Yeah, let's crack this now. We could, like, wait till next turn, get down our second crab, then crack our fetch. I don't know if that's really what we want to do. So I think we're going to crack this now. Because we can also, like... Well, I guess we can't field a rune next turn if we play... Oh, Lightning Bolt. Ruining our fun. Alright, Watergrave. Untapped. I'm interested to see what our opponent has in store for us. The reflecting pool. It's got me curious. Beginning of combat, sure. Another reflecting pool. Interesting. Maddening Cacophony. Alright, land for Hedron Crab. Okay. Interesting. We might just take Kiki if that's our opponent's win con. Question is, do we Cacophony here? Or do we hold up Drown in the Loch? I'm tempted to Cacophony, but I think I'm actually going to hold up Drown in the Loch here. It's the less proactive plan. But if our opponent does nothing at all, we can also take out their Spire Bluff Canal and maybe screw up their mana, potentially. It just feels safer since we don't know what our opponent's doing. And we do have some interaction. Target player draws 2 cards. Okay, let's pull this library here. Or not library, graveyard. Opponent back up to 5 cards. Plays an Oboro. Interesting. They do nothing here. I guess we're just going to Field of Ruin. And we're going to take out their Spire Bluff Canal. If I have another removal spell for our crab, well, then they remove our crab. Next turn we could potentially play a Lurus. Okay. Loads of manas. So, let's see. Our opponent... What do we want to get here? I guess we'll get... a swamp for Luris. Mill our opponent a little bit more. Okay, Flutterstorm. Interesting stuff. I don't think we're gonna Kiki Jiki or get rid of Kiki Jiki with. Ooh, I like another drown in the lock. I do like another drown in the lock. Oh, I'm so dumb. I mean, you saw nothing. Nothing happened. Don't even worry about it. Everything is great. Yes, I forgot to play the archive trap. I did. I got so excited that I forgot to play the archive trap. They probably also are holding up a counterspell. That's what we're gonna tell ourselves, is that I was working around the counterspells, obviously. Riverglide pathway. Okay. I think right now we're going to surgical. Oh, the Kiki. Paying 2 life. Holding up drown in the lock here. In case they have a counter spell. Looks like they do. Hopefully they don't have 2. Counter target spell. Oh, it's a cryptic command. Okay. So let's counter target spell. We counter this one. Just don't have another 1-mana counter. Do they really? Do they really? Oh, come on! Come on! Okay. All right. Well, they got us. I thought that was a safe spot to do that. It was not. That's okay. Polluted Delta. I do like Polluted Delta. We're also 1 land away from just casting an Archive Trap. So we're going to play a Cacophony. Not kicking. Well, let's see. Do we want to leave that up because we could potentially use it, right? Because this gets rid of 8. So we'll go down to 20, 26. No, not unless we Cacophony again. So, yeah, we're just going to cast Cacophony, tapping these ones. All right, what do we hit? Another Kiki Jiki, which is great. I don't know if they play the full 4, but this should be good here. Gonna hold up our land. If they do try to kill the crab, we can always crack it in response. Opponent doing nothing. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess they can kill our crab in response to the Polluted Delta if they really want to, and we can't do anything about it. Doesn't look like they're going to. Let's grab our Watery Grave tapped. Okay, down to 22 cards. All right. I don't think they can combo off here. I don't know this build at all, so... oh, there's a Crackling Drake in there. Interesting. We'll have to be careful with that, because Crackling Drake is going to be huge! Yeah, 13-4 right now. 13-4. And Crackling Drake does not care about exile either, so... I'm a little low. Just realized that. How's that? A little better? Less sitting down here. Okay, opponent. What do you got? Okay, passing back to us. And we have the land. Okay. So, what do we do here? I want to keep up Drown in the Loch for obvious reasons. Our opponent's down to 19. We can hide away. We can hide away at any point. So, do we Cacophony? Is the question. 8 cards. 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus 13. So we should have it here if we get to do everything. The question is, do we get to do everything? Do we want to be able to do everything? I think we cast Cacophony here. I wouldn't mind grabbing Luris, but I think we're going to cast Cacophony. Because this allows us to continue to leave up Drown in the Loch, and potentially we might just activate our Shellduck Isle. Remand. Okay. Fine. You remanded. Now you're down to 18 cards. Yeah, I think we're gonna let this go. We're gonna keep up all of our stuff here. Maybe this shouts out to our opponent that we have a counterspell available to us, but Snapcaster Mage. You've got lots of targets, opponent. What do you... I'm assuming a bolt? I don't think we try to unlock this. I think this is fine. If they want to bolt our crab, we'll crack our land in response. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, lightning bolt, sure. That is A-okay. Yeah, lightning bolt, okay. Well, we're going to crack our fetch here. I think we just get basic island. Is fine. Put it down to 15. Crab down. Cascade Bluffs. Casting Serum Visions. Draw those cards, opponent. So now Archive Trap just does it. They do any sort of searching, though they don't seem to be a deck that searches. Sure, attack for 2. Absolutely. I accept. Down to 11. Okay. Well, we're going to Shellduck Isle here. Yes, this does mean we will mill some things, but that's, I mean, we're fine. We can mill some things. Are they going to counter this? I think that just means remand. Okay. Okay. Sure. Ruin Crab. So I think what this means... Like, we could go for the Archive Trap, but they're clearly holding up some counter magic here. But I think if we go for the Mesmeric Orbs... Let's see, what do we need? We need... Oh, we only have 5 mana. So we can't necessarily do everything. But I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Like, I don't know what our opponent has left to win with. I guess they also know about both these cards. So, let's go with Cacophony first. Maybe we just keep up Drown in the Loch again. Counter target spell. Okay. That's fine. Play a Ruin Crab. Now, we could have played our Mesmeric Orb here. Opt, sure, draw some more cards. Yeah. We could have played the Mesmeric Orb, and it would have milled them out for a few. I'm playing this super cautiously, and maybe I don't need to be. Deceiver Exarch. They can't cast Kiki. So Deceiver Exarch is probably fine. Let's see. Untap, target permanent, or tap target permanent. Sure. We'll allow it. Tap down my crab. Sure. Can you deal 11 damage this turn? I don't know that you can. Miko Koro. Alright. Play a land, Milieu. Oh, always yield. Play the orb. Opponent will be... Are they going to counter this? Rage's Charm, counter target spell. Okay. So if they have Kiki Jiki in hand, they have 1 card in hand, 7 cards in their library. If they have Kiki in hand, they win. So I think we have to let this go? Ugh! Ugh! I don't want to. I don't want to. Let it be known too, I don't see any fetches in this list, which is interesting. Very interesting. We are still at 9. I'm not gonna get Luris again because I know I've been holding up this Drown Lock forever. But we've got our opponent down to 7. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped down the Mickey Koro just to like make us draw more cards. Lightning Bolt. So he can hit us for 3. I feel like that would have been better going at our face. Like, they could have attacked both and bolted our face. Sure. Crab down. Crab down. Our crab is cooked. Still down to 1 card in here. No. What it could be. No fetches though, right? Like I'm not missing a fetch here somewhere. Okay. Interesting. Huh. So do we grab Luris and like eliminate something? Or do we just keep up Drown and Lock and eliminate? Do we try to eliminate now to see if they have anything in hand? See, how many bolts do they have left? That's the question. And how many Snapcasters? Okay, 1 bolt, 2 bolts, 3 bolt, 1 bolt in exile. So they've cast all their bolts. 1 Snapcaster, 2 Snapcaster. Assuming they're running the full 4 Snapcaster, they have 1 more in their library. Alright, we're gonna pass the turn here. Gonna pass the turn. We're gonna kill the Snapcaster because that actually kills us. Okay. Okay, so they're going to put 1 card on the bottom of their library and draw a card. Sure. Right? Wait. Oh, draw that many cards. Okay, so they can choose 0 and still draw a card. Sure. That puts them at 4 cards. We get hit for 1. Down to 5. We do need to be aware of that last Snapcaster Mage. Orb. That should do it, I think. Play Orb. Opponent should untap with 0 cards in their library. Unless they have, like, mainboard a Braid just sitting in their hand. I guess they could have Cryptic, in which case we can counter the Cryptic. Are you kidding me? Okay, well we're gonna go shields down. We're gonna go shields down. Counter target spell. We will probably be punished for this, and I'll be so sad. So sad. Who just has the Abrade? Come on! Come on! Ugh. Okay, don't have another counter spell. You have 1 card in hand, 4 cards left in your library. Okay. We got there. Oh, man. Oh, man, we are low on time. Okay, Crypt Incursion, Echoing Truth, Ether Gust, potentially good here. Archive Traps seemed bad, which sucks because that's one of our main mill plans. Extirpate. Engineered Explosives? No, Engineered Explosives not good in this matchup. Maybe Crypt Incursion isn't good in this matchup either. Bontu's Lost Reckoning seems really sketch. I don't know if we can cut all of these. They do have creatures. I don't want to go shields down like twice in a turn. Because that's 2 turns where they just get to do whatever they want. They can play everything at instant speed. Bontu's... there's an argument for it, I think, maybe, but also it just seems too sketchy. Okay, Engineered Explosives coming out. Extirpate, Crypt Incursion, Echoing Truth. Exotark Creature... I mean, this could get like Snapcaster, but that's about it. Is Lurrus any good, or do we just bring in the Ashocks? What do we cut? This is when I wish we had a little bit more counter magic. Is Eliminate any good? Yeah, I can get their stuff. Fatal Push is okay. Soul Guide Lantern. Soul Guide Lantern probably not doing anything here. Right? Because they don't necessarily care about their graveyard. Yeah. So I guess we run it like that. Maybe Crypt Incursion is not good enough because they're trying to kill us with infinite damage. Revealers. Yeah. Okay. This hand is bad. One land is bad. We have everything we want. I can't keep the 1-lander. Alright, this is better. We're gonna keep this. 1, 2, 3 lands. We have Crypt Incursion. I'm gonna put Crypt Incursion to the bottom. Extirpate is nice because it can't be countered. So we got that going for us. Alright, opponent. Playing the blue-red Kiki Jiki no fetch deck. Come on. Serum Visions and passes. 2 to the bottom. Double crab. Okay. I don't know that it matters a whole lot. They both pretty much have the same text on them. Let's go ahead and play Ruin Crab. And pass turn. Yep, has the lightning bolt, sure. Double mesmeric orb, okay. That could be pretty good. Let's just go with the island and mesmeric orb. Say go. Begin the mill. Always easy. Remand. Gone. We'd really like to get a Kiki and then extirpate out that Kiki. That's where we'd like to be. Riverglide pathway. Sure. Drown in the lock. Sure. Let's play a crab. We can also get a land. Oh, I'm dumb. I played that out of order. Out of order! Do we just slam second mesmeric orb? It's not actually doing a whole lot against our opponent. Okay, so let's see. We got rid of Echoing Truth and Maddening Cacophony. Or do we hold up Drown and Lock for the rest of our days? Actually, yeah, I also think we want to be able to hold up Extirpate. So, see if our opponent does anything like bolts our stuff here. Snapcaster Bolt, sure. You got it. Means we will get to mill over 3 things here. Cryptic Command is not a bad one to grab either. Relic. Okay. I guess that stops our extirpate. I guess they're doing that because we have Luris? The target player exile all cards from all graveyards. Okay. Sure. I don't think they can respond to Extirpate with that either. Alright, another Maddening Cacophony for us. Visions of Beyond. Okay. They're up to 4. They could play Kiki next turn. We don't have a way to deal with that if they do, but they also can't go infinite next turn with Kiki. Well, no, they could, actually. Yeah, so we just need to pass the turn. Because they could flash in Deceiver Exarch here. Target player exiles a card from their graveyard. Sure. Are they choosing themselves? Yes, they are. Interesting. Well, this Visions of Beyond is not going to get any better. I'll tell you that. Which is fine. We'll just cast it at the end of their turn to draw a card. Just cycle it. You don't want to cast anything at the end of your turn, eh, opponent? Dispel. Plays a Cascade Bluffs. Alright, so Kiki is on the table. Opponent gonna keep getting in with that Snapcaster. Alright, let's cycle this Vision of Beyond. Because it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Which is fine. Another land for us. We're just fine, I guess. Especially when we draw a Ruin Crab. What say you to Ruin Crab? A opponent? Dark Slick Shores. Always yield to crab. Man, I really hope this doesn't go to game 3 because we are running low on the time. Okay, we're going to pass it back to our opponents. What's nice too about Ruined Crab is we can actually block Snapcaster. Yeah, they've got a lightning bolt, which is... We could have blocked the crab. Mill a couple cards, Minamo, and a Snapcaster. I don't mind seeing Snapcaster in the bin. Oh, I guess they can also get us with this Drown in the Lock, too. Oh, I did not think about that. Drown in the Lock is real bad when there's a relic on the board. We will have to consider that. Alright, mill a couple cards for ourselves here. Polluted Delta. Okay. I guess we grab Luris at this point. That's fine, right? We don't get to leave up Extirpate and Drown. Well, right now Extirpate is not doing anything until we can see... Until we see the Kiki. It's not doing anything, and I'm hoping to get them to crack Split Second. I don't know if they can respond with an activated ability to Split Second. I gotta be kind of quick here because exile all cards. Okay, so they're gonna just do it now. That's actually good. That's actually good for us. That's fine. Lots of cards entering the exile zone. Cast a Braid. That's annoying. I don't think we can counter that though, because we can also just get that back with Luris. It's interesting they did that in that order. I would have... Unless maybe that's the card they drew. They could have drawn that off. If they didn't, I don't know why they would have done it in that order, so... Attacks. Sure. No blocks from us. Got nothing to block with. The only thing is that we're going to play Luris, but we actually aren't going to play anything off of it either. So go ahead and crack this Polluted Delta. Not going to save it for a crab. Let's see, what's our land looking like? Let's grab a swamp. Of course, we draw the crab. Okay. So let's go ahead and play out Luris. I'm assuming this gets countered. Cast an op, sure. Yep, counters the spell. Sure. Can they Kiki next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kiki's 5 plus 3. So I don't think they can. So maybe we're safe to put out this crab. / we have to be able to start blocking this stupid Snapcaster that's dealt. I don't even know how much damage. A lot of damage. We've shocked and fetched and stuff, but most of our damage has been done with this one Snapcaster mage. So we are going to go down. We're going to go shield down a little bit here. A little bit. Okay, Valakut Stoneforge. Sure. If they attack, we will block. I'm sure that means that they have some way to deal like 1 point of damage. But that's fine. We will... I don't think we can not block here. Maybe they like anger? Be a little weird. No, they don't. Okay, they were just testing us. Haha! Sheldock Isle's pretty okay. Let's yield to this. Fatal Push. Now that we know what they're doing, I think Fatal Push has some value. EE. Okay. And then I guess we play an Orb. And hope we can start exiling their stuff with Extirpate. Come on, hit a Kiki Jiki. Honestly, like if they get the dragon or something. The Crackling Drake. That would also not be good. We can kill that though. Okay, opponent passing. Trying to save up on time, looks like. Sure, we'll mill some cards. Okay, another Rune Crab. Play Rune Crab. And pass turn. We're actually pretty close to activating the Shelldock Isle as well. Opponent has way more time. Yeah, I think at this point they're just hoping to time us out here. And they might. And they might. If we can't find lands and they don't tap things. Eventually we're going to find a spell, though. Eventually we're going to find a spell that can do things. Like this Visions that we can at least cycle. I mean, I'm sure they're holding up like a million counter spells. But at this point, so are we. This is real exciting, huh? Pass, 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 pass? Which of us breaks first? That's the question. You will not break my will. Valakut Awaken. Sure. I think we gotta save Drown in the Loch for their actual combo pieces or a Drake. Plays a land. Plays an opt. They are digging. They are digging. Attacks. Okay, we're going to cash this Visions in here. They might get up to 20 cards in their graveyard, but I think at this point it's better to just cycle this and get something useful. Are you going to counter it, opponent? Not. Okay. Crypt Incursion is something. Miko Koro. Play the Miko Koro. Mill our opponent a bunch. Got the lightning bolts out. Don't hate that. I think our opponent really is trying to time us out. I don't know. It could work. It could work. I'm going to probably talk a little bit less. Let's be real, I won't talk any less. I'm going to try to talk a little bit less because I would really like to not time out. And we cast this Crypt Incursion. Do we cap this? There's like nothing. They have like one card. Let's Extirpate on Crackling Drake. That is a card that could be this. But they have nothing. Flusterstone. Oh, they have Boil. Interesting, they have Boil. Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. We have 9 cards in hand. Yes, land! Down to 3. Alright, at this point, I don't think our opponent can time us out. And they've got nothing good in hand. I mean, the boil is something, I guess, but... Down to 2. And our opponent concedes. Oh, man! Down to the wire. A little bit there. Little bit. GG, well played, opponent. That was a scary one. Interesting. Okay, so... What our opponent... Our opponent took out Kiki altogether. They were hoping to just win off of 1 Crackling Drake and some Snapcasters. And then just time us out, I guess, is probably the idea. I mean, it almost worked. It almost worked. Alright, well, thanks for sticking out to the end. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Much appreciated. Helps out the channel so much. Alright, let's catch you in the next round.
Thank you for watching High Ground MTG with co-hosts Kai Guy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlists so that you can have the high ground.